Greetings, Dwayne, CFRN. Sent you an email last night. You were kind enough to reply, and so I thought I'd make a video, a short video, not like the normal short videos I make, but this one's actually going to be short. I ask you a question. I ask you if you were tired of getting stopped out every time to the tick. And I got an awful lot of emails that said, yes, 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 yes. So what do we do about it? How do we change that? What have you done so far? Courses, classes, webinars, seminars, indicators, oscillators, gurus, crystal balls. You tell me. I don't know the answer. I have the answer, and I'm going to share it with you. Now, I won't say it's the only answer, because that would be, I don't know, arrogant. I don't want to be arrogant. I want to be the person that helps you get off the little hamster wheel. I was on it for a long time. I know many of you have been on it for a long time. And you're just tired. You're exhausted. You just want to be set free. You're not afraid to work hard. You've proven that. You've put in hour after hour after hour in front of the screen, and you've had some success, you made some money, and you've lost some money, and you've made some, and you've lost some, and you've made some, and lost some. And basically what has happened is you bled your account dry, one trade at a time, one contract at a time, and then you saved up and refueled, and you repeated the process, right? So what I did, it's what every trader does. Einstein says the definition of insanity is doing the same thing and expecting different results. Are you willing to do something different? That's a dramatic pause because I actually wanted you to think about it. Are you willing to do something different? What is something different? Something different is personal one-on-one mentoring. That's what we offer. That's one of the things that sets us apart. Before the personal mentoring is going to help you, you have to understand that you need a definable edge in the market. You need to understand that this isn't about being a great trader. This is about understanding the law of probabilities. This business is based on probabilities, and what we teach is how to put the probabilities in your favor. Our indicators are good, but they're not magical. Our trading strategy, while it utilizes very aggressive risk management, something probably quite different than what you're used to, it's not the Holy Grail. I'm not going to blow smoke up your chimney. I'm not going to tell you that if you send me a check today, you'll be making big bucks tomorrow. What I will tell you is that if you come tomorrow and you watch us trade live, by the end of the session, you'll be pretty confused. You will. I promise. You'll be very confused. Take a look at this chart. We told our partners last week to sell the market, and we dropped 20 points. On Friday, we told our partners to sell the market at 2069.75, and we dropped 20 points. These are weekly trading zones, As you can see, at the end of the day Friday, we had a nice little rally, and it ended with the market closing inside of a weekly trading zone. Now, these zones go out to our partners every Monday morning at 6:15 a.m. Eastern. We've been doing that since December 14th of 2009. So they've got a pretty good track record. I'm going to back this up for a moment and show you last Sunday. Right there. Today's Sunday. This is a week ago. Price opened inside of a weekly trading zone. Now, where do these zones come from? It's a homegrown formula. It's my golden parachute. Someday, Michael and I will pack a stadium with hundreds of thousands of people. I guess they don't make stadiums that big. Tens of thousands. And we'll teach you how to do your own zones. In the meantime, as a partner, you get the zones every Monday morning, okay? Now, you have our guarantee, our promise, that along with teaching you how to trade, when we're done teaching people how to trade, and he's younger than I am, so we've got a pretty good run ahead of us, we'll teach you how to create the zones, but only if you're a partner. Now, this open last Sunday night led to this zone where we consolidated for a couple of hours. Here's what happens when price hits a weekly trading zone. The most likely thing is it's going to consolidate for at least an hour or two, sometimes more. I'll show you what more looks like. While price is consolidating, it's thinking about what it's going to do next. Is it going to return to the zone above or the zone below? Is it going up or is it going down? It's going to do one of the two. And if it doesn't make it all the way, it's sure going to try. And so price comes from 89 down to 85. Now that's a pretty tight zone. It's only 4 points. But hey, 4 points is 2 days' work around these parts, because 2 points a day times 5 days is 10 points. It's a week's work. Rather than just hand you some indicators, maybe throw in an ebook or a video like this one, we provide you with one-on-one mentoring so that you actually do learn how to trade. See, that's the one thing that's been missing. There's so much information out there, so many different methods, so many different strategies. Do you need all of that? Is all of that necessary? Is all of that required to be consistently profitable in the markets? The answer is no, it's not. Now, after price consolidated in the zone, what did it do? It dropped to the zone below, 75, 76. From 76 to 83, let's see, that would be about 7 points. So we had 7 down, 7 back up, 7 down, and 7 back up. 7, 14, 21, 28. So in that little area there, there's 28 points. 7, 14, 21, 28. Two points a day, which is what we're going to teach you how to do on a 5-day week, is 10 points. From April 25th until close of business, from the beginning of the day to the end of the day, we had 28 points, just traveling zone to zone. Then what did we do? We went back up to the zone overhead. and then back down to the zone below. Zones are an area, so there'll be times when you miss it by a couple of ticks, and there'll be times when you overshoot it by a couple of ticks. So we're still cranking out sevens. No, wait, we're back to the fours now. 4 up, 4 down. You can quite make 4, call it 3. 3, 4, another 4. Now, I said I would show you what more looks like when it comes to consolidation. Here's more. And then price comes down and almost to the tick. The swing low was 76.25. The zone was 76. Now we're already up to the 27th. Sunday, the Globex Open last Sunday was the 24th. This happened on the 27th at 10:30 a.m. in the morning. We came within 1 tick of the zone. Now from 76 to 83, we said that was 7 points. 7 down, 7 back up. That's 14 points. These are 30-minute candles. And so it took how long? 1 hour, 2 hours. And then what did we do? We consolidated. The second most likely thing to happen at a weekly trading zone is rejection. And that's what this looks like. Price comes down. It's like it touched a hot stove and ran the other way. Sometimes we'll overshoot a zone because there's a lot of momentum in the market, and we'll consolidate just above it. And then this, okay? This came out of nowhere. No one was expecting it. And then there it was. But CFR and partners were ready for it because they caught it right here. And then what did price do? It went from 76 to 83. 7 points. Right? 7, 7, 7, 4, 4, 7, and a big overshoot. But we had that concierge trade alert up here that said to go short, and that ended up being worth 20 points. And then our final alert of the week said to sell 69.75. You see this weekly zone? That represents good resistance. And so if you're going to short 69.75, it's pretty logical where you're going to put your stop. Now, this target was defined to the tick. If you've spent time with me in a one-on-one mentoring session, or if you want to spend time with me in a one-on-one mentoring session, I'll show you how to define these targets to the tick. You don't have to give all of that back, okay? I can help you define it to the tick. I can also help you use our indicator set to have a pretty good idea when it's time to take your profits. Don't count your chips while you're sitting at the table. Take your profits, go home, and we'll talk about that later, okay? Really, what you need to do is you need to come and spend a week with us. Now, I'm not going to charge anything. No credit card required, just like the email said. The one thing that's missing from your trading is personal mentoring. And that's what we offer. We actually take you by the hand. We spend private one-on-one time with you, teaching you our methodology, which gives you a definable edge in the market. That's what you need to succeed, is a definable edge. I'm not saying we have the only definable edge in the market, but this is the only one I can teach you because it's the only one that I know, the only one that I have, the only one that our partners use day after day, week after week to reach their daily goal, to achieve consistent profitability in the market. So is that what you want? If you want it, you can have it. it's yours. The next week is absolutely free. It won't cost you a dime. All you have to do is show up. Now, the first thing you're going to do when you show up tomorrow morning is you're going to look at the charts, and Michael is going to have 5 different charts up. And you're immediately going to go, oh, I'm too confused. He has up 5 different charts. I can't learn how to trade 5 charts. I'm old, I'm slow, I'm this, I'm that. I'm old, I'm slow, but I figured it out. I know you would, to look at me, you wouldn't think I'm old, but I'm old. Trust me. As old as the trees at the end of the earth. So it seems, or feels, some days. Now, here's the deal. If you go to that address, apply.cfrn.net, it's going to start you on a path for the next 5 days. You're going to get to use our indicators. Day 1, tomorrow, is going to be just total mayhem and confusion. You're going to grumble. I don't understand what's going on. I don't know what that means. Why did he say that? Okay. Well, we're not going to leave you lost. We're going to answer your questions one at a time with patience and kindness. And we're going to do our very best to help you understand how our method works. Now, we don't have the only definable edge in the market. I already admitted that, right? That was another dramatic pause. We don't have the only definable edge in the market, but it's the one we can teach you. Whatever market you want to trade, S&P, Dow, NASDAQ, crude oil, gold, doesn't matter. We're going to use the same indicators and the same method to trade those markets. All you have to do, once you have the indicators in your possession, once you understand the strategy, which there's 5 steps to the strategy, that's it, nothing more. You don't have to check the trend, the tricks, the advanced decline. You don't have to do any of that stuff. You simply have to apply discipline, the ability to think in probabilities is going to become your best friend. You know how you feel every time you get stopped out to the tick? Like you've been kicked by a mule? Big mule? A mean mule? We don't have any mules. Once you understand that being stopped out is part of the business, that being stopped out is your best friend, that being stopped out is your stunt double, your bodyguard, it keeps you alive. It makes sure that you still have a business to come back to tomorrow. If you should become one of our partners at the end of the week, once you've sat through 5 days, once you've had a personal mentoring session with either myself or Michael, once you've gone through the Tuesday afternoon classes with Michael, he does a series of classes, and there'll be one this Tuesday, okay? In fact, if you come to the class on Tuesday, he might give you the link to some of the other Tuesday classes. By the end of the week, you'll see why what we do is different than anything else you've seen anyone else do. You're going to go, wow, those guys get stopped out a lot. Yes, we do. That's on purpose. We planned it that way. We want to get stopped out as quickly as possible. That's why as soon as we have 4 ticks profit in a trade, we move our stop to break even. We're only looking to make $100 per contract per day. I know what you're thinking. Well, that's no good. I need to find something where I can start making $500 to $1,000 a day right away. Because I got bills. I got a mortgage to pay, groceries to buy. I've been at this since 2005. That thing you're looking for, that thing that's going to make you $500 to $1,000 a day right away, it doesn't exist. It's not real. You don't have to believe me. You can spend years looking for it. You can spend thousands of dollars trying to buy it, rent it, even build it if you want to. You're defying the laws of nature. It's not going to happen. The only thing that ultimately is going to work is a combination of aggressive risk management and understanding that this is a business based on probabilities. The problem is that most traders have the probabilities in the wrong. You've given the high, just like going to Vegas. I don't go to Vegas. I'm not a Vegas guy. I saw 2 of my best friends lose everything to gambling. It wasn't Vegas. It was dogs and horses, but that's another story. Many traders approach trading like gambling. I'm going to take a shot. I'm going to go large. I haven't learned to be consistently profitable in the simulator yet, but I'm going to trade 10 contracts because I've only got to be right a couple times, and I'm ahead of the game. Then I'm playing with the house's money. There's no such thing as the house's money. It doesn't exist. It's not real. Do you understand that? Probably not. If you're still, I'm not talking down to anyone. I'm telling you this because I've been there. I've been on my knees praying, oh God, please bring it back to break even. And I'll never do this again. But I did. And so will you. So over the course of the next week, here's what you have a chance to do. You have a chance to use our indicators and our methodology to determine whether or not what we have to offer is right for you. Is that fair? I don't need your credit card. Don't need your mother's maiden name. Don't need to know the street you grew up on. What I need from you is your attention. What I need is for you to show up in class every day for the next 5 days. By the end of the first day, I need you to have the indicator set either installed on your Ninja platform, or I need you to have the DT Pro platform downloaded and the indicators enabled. Or if your broker clears through Gain Capital, I need you to take their white label platform. They'll have a house named platform. Just like Daniel's Trading has DT Pro, if you have a broker that clears through Gain Capital, they'll have a platform that our indicators will run on. You simply have to let us know who you're with so we can get those indicators turned on for you. Okay? Now, when you go to that address, apply.cfrn.net, if you have any problem at all getting signed up, getting registered, getting the process going, getting your indicators up and running, whatever it might be, email support@cfrn.net. call us, 949-42-EMINI. 949-42-EMINI. Now, along with being in class 2 hours a day for the next 5 days, Monday through Friday, you're going to be in class Tuesday afternoon with Michael. He's going to be trading live with you every morning, and then Tuesday afternoon, he's going to teach a class. You'll be there if you're on the trial. He'll show you additional partner trades other than the 2. We only use 2 trades in the live trading room. Why? It's all we need. That's one of the problems in this business, is that those with things to sell have attempted to make it seem overly complicated. Why would they do that? Well, so you'll buy their stuff. There's always more stuff to buy. If you become a partner with us, put your shoulder to the wheel and your nose to the grindstone. I don't know why anyone would want to put their nose to a grindstone. That seems very painful, and yeah. I guess we're not meant to understand everything, right? So, do you want to learn how to trade? Do you want to become, over time, consistently profitable? Trading's risky. You can lose all of your money and then some. It's a true story. Anyone that tells you anything different, run as fast as your feet will carry you. Run. And then keep running. If you want to put forth the effort, there's no magic, no voodoo. Just 2 guys and a computer with some indicators that we've put together and a strategy that we've put together, that if you'll take the time to learn and understand the elegant simplicity behind it, you too can become a trader. Just because you have money in an account somewhere doesn't make you a trader. I wish it were that simple. I wouldn't have to work every day trading and teaching. I wouldn't have to be making this video on a Sunday afternoon. But you were kind enough to respond to my email, and so I want to make sure that I do what I said I was going to do, and that's send you something before the Globex market opens tonight at 6 p.m. Eastern. Now, based on this chart that we're looking at, what do you suppose is going to happen tonight when the market opens? Do you think the markets are going to go higher? They're going to go lower. Tell you what, if the opportunity presents itself, you can go long at 2065. However, I think the market wants to give us another down leg. We'll see. We don't get into prophecy here. We don't operate in the prophetic. We simply teach people how to trade. Mark Douglas said it better than anyone, I think, in his book, Trading in the Zone. He said you don't have to know what's going to happen next in the market. You simply have to know what you're going to do next based on what happens in the market. And so if the market does give us that down leg that it looks like it wants to, we could gap lower on the open. We could open flat. But once we take out this little area right here, I would seriously consider being short below 2057. If the market surprises us, we won't be surprised. Let me say that again. If the market surprises us, we won't be surprised. Well, how's that possible? Because we don't have any preconceived notion about what's going to happen. Well, no, wait a minute. You just said you thought it was going to give you another leg to the downside. That's just talk. It is. It's just talk. What I think and what the market does, they're so completely disconnected, it's not even funny. In fact, the market loves to do the opposite of what I think. How about you? I mean, the question I asked you was, are you tired of being stopped out to the tick? Isn't that the market doing the exact opposite of what you thought it was going to do? Yeah. Now, if it happens to all the people that emailed me last night and me, and half of us are going long and half of us are going short, how in the heck is it we all get stopped out to the tick? How does it do that? How could the market be that dark, devious, or clever, or I don't know what to call it? How's that possible? I don't know. So let's take our opinion, whatever it is, fold it up, put it in our back pocket. Better yet, leave it at home. And then let's do this. Based upon the behavior of the market, let's be long above 2065. And let's be short below 2057. Let's face it, the market's going to give us an opportunity to do one or the other. Now, that's not a breakout trade because we're inside of a range here. Oh, so is he range trading or is he breakout trading? He's not doing either one. He's doing what we do and what I'm going to teach you how to do. You're going to spend five days in the live trading room, 2 hours a day, 9:30 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. It's not going to cost you a dime. You're going to spend Tuesday afternoon with Michael. It's not going to cost you a dime. And then you're going to pick one of the days, could be tomorrow, could be Tuesday, whichever day you want, whichever day fits with your schedule. You're going to go to our mentoring page on our website, and I'll tell you how to get there tomorrow morning in the live trading room. And you'll sign up for a private mentoring session. During that mentoring session, you're going to tell me a little bit about you, what you've been through, what courses or classes you might have taken, so I can kind of get a feel for what your background is in trading. And then we're going to do our best to just kind of wipe the slate clean. I'm not saying that what you've learned so far is of no value. I'm sure it is. Whatever indicators or oscillators that you own right now, I'm not going to tell you to throw them away, because that would be to say that they have no value, and I'm not going to say that. I don't knock other people. I don't knock their work. I don't knock their indicators. I don't. The market's too big. There's too much opportunity for all of us. But I don't bet. So let me ask you, do you have a plan, a real plan? Do you have a business plan? Do you have a trading plan? Do you follow them to the letter each and every day? Once you reach your daily goal for the day, do you have the discipline to put the mouse away? Or do you keep trading until you've managed to push the sack of money back across the desk to the market? That's a legitimate question, and, no more dramatic pauses. That's a real question. Michael and I, we love to trade. We love to teach others how to trade. They're both a good business. We'd love to have you as a part of the family. We're changing the world one life at a time, one tick at a time. We want you to be a part of it. No, God does not give us our buy and sell advice. He doesn't tell us when to get in, when to get out. I tried to strike a bargain early on, but he said no. He says you'll have to learn to trade just like everyone else. And since I couldn't find anyone to teach me, I had to teach myself. Michael and I taught ourselves together. And now we're willing to teach you. We're not going to attempt to pull the wool over your eyes and tell you that we do it purely from the goodness of our hearts. There's an element of that, but we earn a nice living. That's the kind of honesty you're going to get from us. You may not always like what we tell you, but we're always going to tell you the truth. The good, the bad, the ugly. When we do our recaps every day, whether it's the live trading room, the concierge trade alerts, the one trade a days, we call it the way it is. We don't sweep anything under the carpet. You start sweeping stuff under the carpet, pretty soon you're tripping over the bodies. You can't even remember where all the bodies are. Why not just be honest? Tell the truth. If you go to the home page of our website in the upper right-hand corner, it says Live Trading Room Results. Click that link. It'll take you to another page. It got so full of stuff, we had to figure out a different way. Up at the top, you can click the very top link, and it will open up a spreadsheet that shows you every trade we've taken in the live trading room for the last 3 years. Every trade. Not just the good ones, not the cherry-picked days. Every day, every trade. The good, the bad, the ugly. The ones that hit the target effortlessly. The ones that got stopped out mercilessly. Go figure. That's how we do business. We would love, I'll say it one more time and then I'll get out of your hair so you can go spend this fine Sunday afternoon with your family, because that's important. Trading is a means to an end. It's not an end unto itself. If for you it is an end unto itself, wake up. Life will pass you by. It will. And it won't apologize. I hope more than anything that I see you tomorrow morning in the live trading room. Apply.cfrn.net. Take care.